also, JJ, if you're talking, I can't hear shit.
Yeah, we can't hear you, buddy boy.
How do you experience the
Same.
And
Considering this would be the longest that you've been quiet since I've known you, I assume you are talking.
Dadgummit. Why did it do this to me?
Poor kid. But then, China happened.
True. That did happen.
Hello?
I'm going to have to do something with that because I forgot that I have soundboards on.
Koopa turned into an anime girl.
Ah, who do we have here?
Supa's always been an anime girl at heart.
Why you need an adult?
I am an adult. Yeah.
This guy
so don't show this again. Show this again. All right. So, and then chat. Pop this out. That way. Hello there. Not today, Satan. Okay. We're back. We're actually just waiting on Goss to pop in, but just a little quick brief overview. We are Dice and Destiny. We are a collective group of players and DMs who are running games that we love. I'm currently running a continuing series called Almeria Redux. This is season 3. We did take quite a big hiatus. It was probably 6 months or longer. Somewhere around there. There was a bunch of just issues going on my side. This is where I come in and apologize to everybody. Can't control life, so I decided to step away for a little bit, but we are back. Hopefully we are back for good and continue to make good content for you all. So, without further ado, I do want Goss to get here. So I just want to do a quick brief chit chat with everybody. How's everybody been since the last session that we did?
Everything is chaotic. Got my in-laws dog with me, and the son of a bitch bit me.
Oof.
We had a fight. I mean, it's a Chihuahua, so I'm fine.
And an anvil.
That's not fun.
Yeah, but we've been coming to terms with each other's existence, and it is it's a lot. Aside from that, everything is, for the most part, really, really well around here. So
that's good. You know what's funny is I have more followers on YouTube for the Dice and Destiny channel than I do on Twitch.
Yes, that makes sense.
That is hilarious.
YouTube is more of a growth platform, and Twitch is one that you can provide content for an established base.
Yeah.
So people will scroll on YouTube, but they will not be nearly as inclined to scroll around on Twitch.
Oh no.
So,
if they see something that they don't like, they're just going to typically be like, I don't like it. I'm not going to do it.
It's really hard for them to even find you on Twitch with all the content creators out there, but you can get found on YouTube, and that will drive people to your Twitch.
That's why I have in the lower left-hand corner of my stream, twitch.tv/Dice and Destiny.
There we go.
Or is it? Does it say Dice and Destiny? Yep. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. For everybody who doesn't know, we are live on both Twitch and stream. Twitch will keep the videos for 7 days. YouTube will keep them until I delete them. So if you guys decide that you want to do a recap and see what everything has happened, you can watch those videos and do a quick check-ins. I do believe that we have both Kine and Goss back. Waiting on Kine to accept the invite to speak. JJ, I would love it if you were to pop into the audience. Oh, there he
I
is.
see Gauss lighting up, but I hear nothing.
I do not hear you, Goss. You actually turn your volume up for Goss.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
I can
Yes.
hear you.
I can hear you. I wasn't talking. I
Perfect.
was typing, so I was probably picking up my keyboard. Mm. My keyboard's a little bit louder now. It's a different keyboard.
You got the clicky clacky keyboard?
Well, it's a I don't know. It's a wireless Logitech thing.
Haha, we can hear you. Okay, JJ, I hear you, and you're popping up on stream too.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, everybody just heard
What
whatever
the
the
hell
fuck
is
that
going
was.
on?
It's like JJ's over there like dying.
They're killing me. Help! Help! This isn't a joke. I'm being killed live on stream. Help!
Kill him
Wait.
quieter.
And he just left. Oh, geez. I missed you guys. I don't think he could hear us, though.
Hello, I'm back.
Okay. Can you hear us?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you just fine. And I am definitely JJ, not somebody who just stole his skin.
Well, it'd be kind of hard to steal his voice.
Yes, of course.
It's a very distinct. It's a very distinct voice.
Yes, of course.
All right. So as I was mentioning to the other guys, we're just waiting since everybody's here now. I was going to go over a kind of in-depth but very brief overview of the past 2 sessions to get everybody caught up to everything that's happened in the past 3 seasons, or 2 seasons and 2 episodes. But as I was saying before, just to catch everybody up, Kine, how have you been? And Goss, how have you been? Busy.
I'm stuffing my face with pasta, so you go first.
Well, hey.
I don't know. I started a new job last August, so ever since then it's been go.
How is it? You liking it?
Yeah, I like the job. It's just with this job and my cooking job and my food truck job and my kids' job, takes up a lot of time.
I get it.
Well, we're grateful that you choose to utilize some of your spare time to hang out with us.
Gotta save time for D&D.
Always save time for D&D. Okay, Pasta Face Stuffer, how have you been?
I've been okay. Learning about the culinary world as well as the world of investments.
Nice.
Yeah, I also now finally understand what the fuck a financial year is, or a fiscal year.
I still don't understand what that is. Oh.
If you want, I'll tell you at the end of the stream.
Okay.
And by that little laugh that Matru just did, I can guess why.
It's gonna get real ass boring in here, gentlemen.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking finances. You thought it was D&D, but we're going into
Bitcoin,
finances 101.
Yeah. Also now that I'm making some money, I realized how much I hate taxes.
Oh, I hate you.
Oh yeah, taxes.
Taxes suck.
Yeah.
But it's better than
Taxes.
no taxes.
All right. So we're going to get into this, give everybody this brief but in-depth overview. So in the last
Before you do that, just wanted to let you know, right now I am having oven-baked pasta with andouille sauce, which is a type of southern Italian sausage, and it is delicious.
Lucky. Also, did you see the link to get into the game?
I'm already in the game.
It's a different server though.
Yeah, it's a different server. I posted the link, or Johnny or Johnny posted the link in the Discord.
Oh, is
We are no longer using the forge, mostly just because I can't afford to keep paying that monthly.
okay. What do I need to join now?
Go
Um,
to Almeria Redux, look up like
Okay.
6 lines, and you will see Johnny put a link, and you just click on that bad boy.
Okay.
and I, along with Johnny and I, we imported everything over, and then I have also revamped Draga's Tower for you guys. That way you can, have a legitimate place to live. And I even made it to where it's got bedrooms for everybody.
As opposed to an illegitimate place to live.
Mm-hmm. I want this to be as interactive for you guys because this is your permanent base.
Can I enact my squatters' rights? Is squatters' rights something that exists in this world?
You own
No,
it, man.
but you own it. You are the four owners of
Listen, I am allowed to squat in my own property if I am allowed to.
You
Bahamut said
actually
so.
can't technically squat in your own property because it's yours. You can do whatever the hell you want.
What are you gonna do? Give yourself an eviction notice?
And then
Like,
not leave.
Kind, you gotta leave. No, I'm not leaving.
Screw you, man. Oh, now the guy's at it again.
He's talking. He's punching mirrors now.
No, punching myself, having like one of those fucking like Johnny, like old Hanna-Barbera cartoon style slap fights.
Oh man, who remembers Hanna-Barbera?
This is 2026.
Bring up shit like that.
It's 2026, bro.
Hanna-Barbera?
I think so.
Listen, Hanna-Barbera was great. Everybody loves the Flintstones. Everybody loves the Jetsons. Everybody loves Johnny Bravo. I'm sure there's a couple more that I can't remember off the top of my head.
Was Johnny
Bravo was not
Hanna-Barbera?
Hanna-Barbera.
I thought he was
Johnny
Cartoon Network.
Johnny Quest was Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah.
And Johnny Quest was it would not be a good TV show in 2026. Let's just say that.
Beam steam masala beam. So hey, which TikTok is ours? There's like 6 Dice and Destinies on TikTok.
I'm not running on TikTok. I'm on Twitch and YouTube. I don't have a TikTok for Dice and Destiny. I don't have the creative mentality to take the videos and download them and make clips and post it to a TikTok because I'm not.
What did you used to be on? You were on another mobile first social that you would stream on, and then I was constantly logging in.
I used to stream. I did it for like 2 sessions where I did YouTube and TikTok, I think, but I've mostly just done Twitch and YouTube.
You should stream on the Kick so I can use the N-word with impunity.
Please don't.
I don't think you should.
Oh, you penalized.
I don't want to. I don't want people saying nothing. Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. Sorry, chat. So, last season, our party traveled all around the western side of Almeria, traveling underground, traveling to the abyss, fighting gods, overcoming chaos, and eventually taking on a dungeon where they were transported to what seemed like an old friend, but they had found out that this old friend had become corrupted by the forces of chaos. Of that old friend, there were 4 members of his party. All 4 of them had been touched by chaos, and 2 of them had become fully corrupted. The one who was the most sane of them, Kome, he decided that he wanted to help the party and have them end his mortal existence to keep the chaos from consuming him. In an act of valiant strength through Bahamut, Niklaus purged the chaos. They went into the chamber where Shokan was. One second. Sorry, I got people talking over here. Where you fought Shokan, and he called forth a shadow dragon. While you were fighting him, there was an egg, a dragon egg that was being slowly consumed by chaos during this ritual. You were able to easily, now I say easily, but not easily because Goss died. Like, wholeheartedly died.
I did.
Wait, what?
So
Wait,
hold on.
Happen? I don't
Hold
remember
on.
that part.
Did you?
I do.
Okay, he died, but in the fields of was it Ishtar, I believe?
Something like that, yeah.
Ishtar basically gave him a second chance and said, I want you to bring my daughter to me so that I may see her. And Goss came back, and Moon Hanul was able to deal the final blow of icy death upon Shokan. With seconds to go before the chaos completely consumed the egg, Niklaus did the only thing he could think possible, and he sacrificed the Wormguard Aegis to bring forth the full divinity of what remained of Bahamut to purge the chaos. There, they saved the egg and unbound Duraga's heart, because that was their whole mission, was to unchain his heart so that way he may be free to do what he was supposed to do. Upon your return to Duraga's tower, you returned and unbound, and Matru again used magic to unbind the chains that infiltrated this tower. Duraga was set free, and he gifted you the tower. The tower's attendant, D4V3, or also known as Sir Dave, is now the ever vigilant, unseen butler servant for everybody in the party. The night that you returned to the tower, you all had a vision and a dream of what would have happened if Shokan had succeeded in corrupting the dragon egg. Upon the morning, you awaken to find a half-formed sigil in your hand of what appears to be memory stone. This also gives you more access to certain abilities that you have yet to come across, but you do know this innately, that there is something out there that these marks will attune to. As you were all preparing for breakfast, a knock sounded on the door, and there stood a man in full plate armor with a rather large steed in the back. And you noticed that on the armor there was an emblem for the Silver Fists, and he introduced himself as Captain Idrin Vale. From there, he provided a missive from Giran Namla Uwala, or the heaven's purest light, from Makkah, stating that you were to vacate this premises in 3 days, or the weight of the Silver Fist army would come down upon you. At the very bottom of that note, in different handwriting, was a message stating, hold on, I gotta pull that up because it's been a while since I read that. Hold on a second. I have to pull it up. Along the lines of do not let your heart I had it written down. I'll get it later. Something along the lines of stating that he knows what you're going through and that you may have a silent and shadowy ally in him to keep your conscience clear of the coming days. You have the entire elven army of Almori, and you were able to successfully bring forth Ayanak, the Atira of the Parisu people, also Goss's aunt. As you were all headed to the war room to discuss the implications of what happened, a shadow portal appeared and walked through first Galera Raven Shadow, then came forth Talon, and then last was Gyrus. And as the shadow portals closed, Gyrus pulls back his hood and he looks up and sees the Atira and goes, "Oh, mother, you're here." And that is where we ended the last session.
You know, for a ranger that's supposed to be in the back, not taking up damage, I sure get hurt a lot.
It was a line of "you're dead now."
Yeah.
I've died. I've been impaled to a wall by our...
To be fair, that came from the back line.
Actually, there was the front line, but who's keeping track anymore?
But you were ranged at the time, so I'm going to count it as the back line.
All we know is that he was hit.
Yeah, we know he was hit pretty hard.
Went from a natural fail or a 1 to a natural 20.
In your face.
Well, my chest.
Skewered you like a lamb kebab.
I was. Well, you did it, so.
I'm sorry.
Are you?
I don't think you
Yes. Yes.
Oh, another thing I forgot to mention.
Paladin of Bahamut should not cause needless pain to those who don't deserve it.
I think you have an argument on both of those fronts.
I did forget to mention that underneath your pillows when you woke up this morning, there was a letter that said that you will always have friends in the shadows.
Which I am assuming was a letter by the trio of Church of Bahamut ex-employees.
You don't know this. You only know.
No, I'm assuming. My character is assuming that it was Galera, and the only reason I say this is because the only person that we know in the literal sense that helps from the shadow is Gyrus over there. I know I'm not the brains of the party, but I feel like that's not an irrational conclusion to reach.
Am I crazy, or at one point did I witness the history where Tiamat was like looking at me and like that happened?
Oh, right? Yes. So you had a whole entire encounter where you basically stood against Tiamat, and then you offered her the scepter of eternal suffering. And Nurgle, sweet Nurgle, laughed maniacally as he drew in the presence of Tiamat, and the entire scepter disintegrated.
That's right, because she was not her full self, so he could do stuff.
Yes. So you have now weakened, not significantly weakened, but you have weakened Tiamat. You have basically set back the Silver Fists from their destruction of the demi-human race by at least 3 years. So you've done a good job.
She's going to forget who I am, right? That's how this works.
Sure. We'll go with that. We'll go with that.
That was
so you're all...
I liked my
question.
Eternal suffering.
Yes. Answer.
Who is this battle chicken over here?
It's Gertrude. It's your pet. It's the party's pet.
It's my chicken.
She is basically... let me see if I can configure ownership. Hovered by owner. Always for everyone.
She's basically the chickens from Legend of Zelda.
She is
and all of a sudden they swarm.
She's the mascot of the party.
No, I thought my badger was the mascot.
The badger is your mascot. Gertrude is, if anything, Kind's mascot.
So you say she, but she's got the waddle and everything. Are you sure that's not a cock?
You know what? This is the picture I could find of a battle chicken, and it's going to stick as the picture of the battle chicken. It's actually just her feathers are dyed red to make her look more intimidating, actually. And the headpiece. The headpiece is actually
a very good point. I never considered.
The headpiece is actually what is it? What are those things that you wear around your neck? Not a crown or head, but not a crown, but not periapt, but the head. It's like a headband of giant strength or something.
Holy ball! It's a strong ass chicken.
Her strength is now a. Hold on.
Higher than mine.
Her strength is a.
Well, if it's lower than 18, it became 18.
No, her strength is a +0 modifier.
Oh, well, if it, like I said, if it's lower than 18, it becomes 18 if it really is a headband of giant strength.
It went from a 2 to a 10.
Still a strong ass chicken.
Stronger than Macho, I think.
Oh, you know, I don't think it's actually stronger than me. I think it's as strong as me. It's as strong as I am. Yes, that chicken can kick my ass.
The chicken can kick your ass. Alrighty.
I mean, in a fist fight, yeah, but like, who's fist fighting the chicken?
We're just kicking chickens. We're chicken kickers over here.
I mean,
all your watchers are like, oh yeah, I remember these guys.
I mean, you're a fox creature at heart. Isn't the chicken like your natural enemy or something?
I'm its natural enemy.
Exactly.
You're also just very aware that you are in a war room in a meeting with 4 very prominent people.
Right.
This is still how we behave. Nice.
It's serious roleplay time. Okay.
You're
ready.
like, where did we get a chicken?
They're like, what the hell is wrong with you guys?
That wasn't me. That was Goss. Goss was wondering where the fuck we got the chicken from.
Yeah, I was confused by the chicken. Though I do recognize 3 of these other NPCs, but who's this one standing next to me?
That's the Atira.
That's your aunt.
Hold on. Hold on, let me do this. Right. Always for everyone.
It's like when I hover over, they don't give me any information.
Always for everyone.
Crazy. That is his aunt. That is his aunt, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
just so that everyone knows.
Oh, I guess if I do scroll in all the way, they do have tiny names underneath them. Okay.
Yeah. This map I had to if I had made it any smaller, you would have all just been crammed in here. And the maps, let's just say, were very, very tiny.
Alrighty then, turning our attention back to more important matters. Friends, my allies, and other associates, it seems that for some reason, the Silver Fist not only has played their hand in revealing where their main base of operations is, but they seek to take this position by force. Now, what? Mr. Moon, I remember you being quite the erudite fellow. Do you discern as to why this position might be of importance to the Silver Fist?
Correct me if I'm wrong, DM, but isn't it like they were connected to the ritual going on here, and it's like a place of power, correct? Because it's made of a memory stone and has a god living in it and all that fun stuff.
They were wanting it, but you can ascertain that they wanted the tower because it is made from memory stone, and that because at that time it did house a god, so they could have utilized the power of the god to basically increase the power of the forged ones. So instead of just having your normal forged ones, you would have had like crazy, suicide bomber forged ones. They would have been all jacked up on Mountain Dew, basically.
Yeah, and they are aligned with Tiamat, or is she just you? Trying to remember all the things we know.
So the Silver Fists are a group of human. I want to say
from Macaw.
Yeah, whose sole purpose is to capture and eradicate the demi-humans of Almeria, because they are under the belief that demi-humans are the cause of chaos. And so they are capturing them, and the sections of the church that have basically been defected or turned against each other in the church, they are now taking their knowledge of religious rituals and utilizing that along with the power that Macaw gives them to turn these captured demi-humans into forged ones. And there are some humans who do undergo forging process as well. However, they are far and few in between. Another thing of note is that forging can become complete or incomplete depending on how much time has passed between the beginning of the trial to the final moment where they are embraced by the memory stone.
Well, Mr. Hanul, I eagerly await your answer. Why do you think they're trying to come here?
Yeah, I will share with you the things that I presumed and in fact did know.
Okay, so Moon relays all this information to you.
Yes, it's a lot.
Oh. Oh, well, there goes my initial theory out the window. I thought that perhaps this place was a key strategic location or something.
You also got to remember, too, you are in the heart of Elven territory. And what better way to take a strike at the opponent than to completely
inside their backyard?
Exactly.
In a nigh impenetrable fortress made from impenetrable rock.
I suppose so. I'm just trying to think about the logistics about it. One of the things I was taught in the armies of the Church of Bahamut is that you always need to set supply lines, but perhaps that isn't an issue for, well, what's the best way to put it? Like evil creatures in dark armor that seem to travel through the shadows. We still never quite did figure out how they managed to suddenly pop up in that town and massacre everybody.
You have a vague inkling because you just saw 3 people pop out of a shadow portal, and you have witnessed another entity who was able to call forth a bigger shadow where hundreds of soldiers and forged ones emerged from. So you do know it is a possibility to utilize the shadow plane.
It is certainly possible. Now, obviously, I called. I wish my character was smart enough to point out that the shadow plane is unpredictable and never really know where you're going to end up when you travel through it. But I think I'll leave that to the actual smart character. So I'm going to ask Hanul if there's any rule that he thinks there's any rules to how these portals appear.
I guess the question then, DM, is if one for the Shadow Realm, is that consistent in your world, and would that be adjusted if people were tainted by chaos?
So if you are tainted by chaos, the Shadow Realm hastens the effects that chaos has over you. Because shadow is tied to a sort of chaos because you are directly traveling through the shadows of the world. Whereas if you went through
could that also mean that they have a more reliable transmission through the Shadow Realm than one who is not touched by chaos?
So
what I'm wondering is if the people utilizing, or is it in your world that the Shadow Realm is much more stable in terms of being utilized for transportation?
For those who have control or a knowledge about the plane of shadow, they are able to traverse it freely. However, it does work as the way that teleport does. You have to know the place, you have to have been there, or you have to know. Basically, if you think about it, and do what?
You have to have a good enough explanation of where you're going.
Right. Just think of it like think of it as if you're in hyperspace. And if you pull out of hyperspace, you don't know where you're at. But if you have the astrology charts and all that, and you're able to pull yourself out of hyperspace, you're going to know where you're at. So you have to know where you're at, know where you're going, know what's around you. And usually that's either circumnavigated by having like a seeing spell, a scrying spell, or something of the sorts, or you have to have been there before.
Much like other magical transportation.
Correct. Yep. However, if you do step off the
dissertation on magical transportation,
and you do know that if you do happen to step off any of the roadways in the plane of shadow and you don't know where you're at, you can get lost and it will be more difficult to get out of there, and it brings you closer to chaos.
Which I guess is a pro and a con depending on your point of view.
Yeah. So you can know where you are at, or you can know how fast you're traveling, but you cannot know both. You can know both. You just have to have a working knowledge of the plane of shadow. You can't just enter into it and then not have an idea of where you're at or where you're going. Are you guys still there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We're still here.
Yeah, I got real quiet for a second.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Moon seems to be deep in thought. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, yeah, I said I was going to give you a brief dissertation on magical travel. So I will communicate that while it is unsteady, it's not any less steady for those who are skilled in the travel than other magical forms of transportation. Um, and the unknowns of your arrival can be mitigated through prior visitation and scrying magics of various kinds.
All right. Well, follow-up questions, and this one is aimed at Galera and her subordinates. How the hell did you find us, and how the hell did you get here so quickly?
Can't remember. Does Galera have an accent?
I,
Does she have a Scottish accent?
Memory.
You know what? Sure, she has a Scottish accent now.
She's
and
like,
I find it incredibly attractive.
She's like, well, you see, I've got to know people, and if I know people, I can find them. But it wasn't my doing. It was Gyrus who was able to get the coordinates that we needed to find you. Didn't help that the Atira here, she was able to message us directly, and we came as soon as we heard. We may have brought a few friends after all.
All right. Well, that makes what I'm going to ask next a little easier. Sir Gosroth, or a ranger, or whichever you prefer to be called.
I look at you. What do you
Would you consider yourself a particularly stealthy fellow?
Hello.
I can be.
All right, then I would like to vote for an action, and people are free to vote for, against, or suggest otherwise. I suggest that Sir Gosroth lead a detachment, possibly of our stealthiest allies, and go see where the hell this army from Macaw supposedly is, to give us some sort of idea of what we can plan and what we can expect. Man came on horseback, so it's fair to assume that either he's within a day's distance, as well as the army. Oh well, no, that's just it. If he came here on horseback and said that he would give us 3 days, was it 3 days to evacuate the premise?
Yes.
So we know they're at least within 3 days. Do you think will be viable to you, for you to find them and report back to us?
If we have a general idea of where they're at, yeah, I mean, 3 days in any direction could be hard to find and then get back in time.
Well, he left on a horse. I'm assuming that horse left tracks, and your nature as a tracker, I would think, would come in handy.
Let's see, how good am I at tracking?
I'm going to interject that we're assuming 3 days is 3 days by horseback traveling over land, and we've already seen an enemy that can transport an army through the shadows. So could he not transport an army of horseback riders through the shadows? Meaning 3 days could be 3 days through the shadows is 3 years on land. Who knows?
Yeah, that is a very good point. They could pop up almost anywhere. They could pop up from any direction. Clear, for the love of Bahamut, please tell me there's a way to prevent that.
Well, they can't take the tower, right? Like, barring Tiamat herself incarnating, like, this tower is stronger than most people we've interacted with, correct, Supa? Do I remember that correctly?
That what?
Barring, like, deific intervention, breaking into this tower against our will is almost impossible because of its durability.
Mortal hands have not been known to ever penetrate this this tower. So some intervention of either a deity or having knowledge of how to weaken the wards around the tower, because you still have, there is no door per se of the tower. The door itself forms when it's mentally manifested.
Is there anything preventing them from just using the Shadow Realm to enter, like, form inside the tower?
Deific powers. This is still Druaga's tower. It is still, even though he is a lesser god, he is.
What about the portals that lead in here?
Those portals are attuned to anyone of Perisu heritage and those that they allow, that they basically deem worthy. So a person from Haven,
Traitor.
yeah, and basically Haven, a person from Haven couldn't come to this tower and use those stone or teleport to the three sisters, because unless they knew somebody who was a Perisu, or they were basically given permission to.
Brings up another question.
Mm-hmm.
Is a Perisu forged still a Perisu?
Because all forging process does, and you know this, is that it strips away their humanity and their will, their self-preservation. They become animalistic, they become nigh unstoppable because they don't feel pain, they don't feel fear, they don't feel love, compassion, happiness, they feel pure rage. And they want nothing but chaos and death and destruction. So it doesn't take away their bloodline.
He's saying that, yeah, so they would still count.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what I'm getting at, because it's the argument of, like, zombification. Is a zombie still a human?
It is.
Yes, because they're not zombies.
Yeah.
So, say I was turned into a forge, I could still use that portal to get in.
Yeah, correct. If you
can allow others in with you.
But at that same time too, you are mindless. You are not thinking clearly. Right. Now, you could ascertain that people with a higher will, or even those who do it willingly, may be able to retain some of their facilities, however, or faculties. However, 99% of the ones that you've come across, actually 100% of the ones you've come across, have all just been, I'm going to murder your face. Here we are talking about murder, and we've got freaking peaceful. Yeah, you did 100% search of this tower.
Alright, so if there is no other, like, teleportation stones, I forget what they were called. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. I don't know. I still think if they do attack, it's going to be from those portals and from outside. Because they're going to need someone inside to open the door for them anyway.
Either that or they're just hoping the cave.
Unless they already have somebody on the inside.
Out of curiosity, DM, is Galera smart enough to know of something called dimensional anchors? Right? And do those exist in your world?
If it's a spell, it does exist. So,
I mean, it's a spell. It's a spell in Pathfinder First Edition. I just don't know if it's one in Pathfinder Second Edition. I don't know what the rules are for dimensional travel.
I have to skew it a little bit to fit with the narrative of the story, but it basically works the same with some caveats. So, dimensional anchor would work in the way that's supposed to, unless it's counteracted.
Prevent travel spells. Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
But Kain is going to rob his temple and think about, okay, we can't have them just popping up on us out of nowhere. Galera, Mr. Hanul, you seem most knowledgeable on matters of the arcane? Please tell me there's a way to prevent this from happening. We can't set up proper defenses, barricades, or traps if our enemy can just pop up from any direction.
Gyrus will speak up because he'll speak up. Well, the thing is, Sir Kine, is that this tower is very, very warded. It would be, unless they were to bring an essence or a form or an avatar of chaos itself, there's nothing getting past these wards. Not even the strongest mage in this land could get through them. And ironically enough, as he says this, you hear 11 pops as first an old friend appears. And you recognize him as Alaric. And a very old friend appears. Someone you've known since before Alaric appears. And I have to go through and untoggle every single one of these.
What in the name of the divine is going on here?
Alaric will speak. Well, I thought you would need some help. I've traveled and I've come across a lot of things, and I've just noticed that there was some very bad activity, and I thought you might need some help. And since I helped construct this tower, well, guess what? I know how to get in it.
Wait a minute, I know you.
Right?
Weren't you the... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm just confirming that he was the crazy robot guy we found in a tower, right?
Correct.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Wait a minute.
If anyone
I know
can strengthen
you.
the wards of
Weren't you the
this,
thing
it would be me.
Here I thought we were safe against harm.
Evidently not.
He threatened to kill us, right? Like,
No, he you saved him, and he basically was like, "You're my new friends now. I love you."
Pretty certain he threatened to kill us right before that.
If I recall correctly, wasn't he busy de-scrabbling his brains because he's like old as fuck and also a robot?
Yeah. It has also been like many months since you last spoke with him.
Is that the fucking elven? Oh, that's not the dwarven king. Whoops. Like some of these people I don't remember at all.
No.
You at least know one of them.
Is that the fastest man alive?
That is the fastest man alive.
You shitting me.
God damn it. He's back.
Ah, I did not know that I would be here. It has been a while. Did you see how fast I got here?
We saw you materialize from the fucking air. How is that possible?
Well, I was-
Mr. Moon, what was... Mr.
I was
Moon,
able
what
to
was
travel
all
through-
that bullcrap you said about this place being made of memory stone and impregnable.
Well, apparently crazy robots can get in.
Oh, no. Crazy robots who have actually built this tower know how to get past its safeguards. Thank you very much.
Can you explain to me how many other crazy robots exist in this world? I know
None.
of one robot that talks. There we go.
None,
I'm gonna
and
just
it is
say
me.
100% of crazy robots can get in.
Ah, I see what you did there. But yes, no one can get through these wards unless I allow them.
All right. Follow-up question. Who the hell are these people?
Well, you have Reese, the traveling bard. You have Bella Softpaw, his love. You have your old friend Asgar. You have Pilfin. You have Odic. You have Samson. You have Krieg. You have Alistair. You have Travis. And he's new. That you over there. And he points to behind you, Goss. And what you see is what everybody sees is this.
Oh, well, that's lovely.
Dang it, old man. You weren't supposed to tell them I'm here. I'm Shadow.
It's like I noticed you a while ago. Relax.
I thought I was being sneaky.
You were being very sneaky. It just so happens that our ranger has an eye for detail.
Have made me feel much less safe instead of more safe. But if we can leave your asses here and you can defend it in case something happens and kill people in the area, that's great.
Well, since I created this tower and with my abilities and with Druaga's permission, I can actually make this tower hold a whole army if I wanted to. But it would be underground, not above, because I don't want to make a too tall tower because nothing can rival my tower in height because I have a really, really tall tower and I have the best tower.
I'm gonna break down his tower.
You got like a ego problem over there.
No one can break down my tower. It is the best tower. It's a perfect tower.
I'm sorry, that hits a little too close to home. No!
When did we get airplanes? Too soon?
No.
Too soon? Oh, come on. You guys were just talking about taxes earlier.
Fair enough. All right.
So you want us to work on the plumbing, right?
No, don't worry. D4V3 will do that, and I can also bring in a D4V3 too if you want me to. But otherwise, I can do all the work. My tower's complete, and I got bored, so I wanted to work on a new tower. This one will be deep, not tall.
You strike me as a being beyond my comprehension that does things for unknowable reasons.
What about an intergalactic connected tunnel?
I don't know what that means.
Exactly.
I'm going to hide behind Mr. Moon.
Probably.
Say that again. What kind of tunnel?
Intergalactic connected tunnel.
So you have a tunnel that connects your towers.
Mm-hmm. Well, there will be if I start building one.
This tower?
No, there's only this one in mine that I know of.
So there's another way into this tower now.
No. Like I said, the only way for anything to come into this tower is through my admittance. That is, anybody who currently resides in this tower and their friends who are friendly and non-hostile are allowed entrance, and those who I allow entry are allowed entrance. But let's say that, you know, there is somebody standing outside the tower right now and they're like, let me in. I would not let them in. I get a notification every time somebody tries to get in my towers.
So then we should just wait them out.
Or we can go about our business and, you know, it's fine.
Speaking of business, I hate to bring up the topic of politics, but we seem to have forgotten that an elven ambassador as well as the elven princess were recently involved in the series of events. Galera, I want your opinion on this. If we can prove the Silver Fist are linked to Macaw, they were directly responsible for the death of Tomei and his associates. Wouldn't that turn this into an international incident and force the elves to ally with the West?
Well, Komei and Suzume were the only two out of the party of 5 to have survived. Suzume was mortally wounded, but with the help of the Atira, you were able to bring in Hilda Greenleaf, one of the greatest healers in all of the Perisu people. And both her and both Suzume and Komei are making recovery. They have not been able to recover yet. The world knows where the Silver Fist come from. They know that they are allied with Macaw and the East. So it would be easy to surmise that the elves, who are very anti-dying, would align with anybody who is opposed to the people that are trying to kill them or enslave them or forge them.
All right. Then, Gauss, obviously we can count on your people to come to the defense of the tower, right? We have 3 weeks to prepare.
Refresh my memory. How long does it take to use the portal, climb down the mountain, and come back up?
3 days, if you do it quickly.
All right. Well, I can get down there faster.
You also do have at least one very proficient person in shadow travel. You also do have a memory stone, basically a standing stone, to where you can actually travel to the Iona or the Tira's place of residence on Verthandi.
Okay.
That's how you guys got here so fast, is through her portal.
Now, how many would we be able to transfer? A large amount of people through that at one time, or in a not long amount of time? Because I don't know if a lot of people are going to want to go through the Shadow Realm. Like I could go through the Shadow Realm, fine. You can help me, but not everybody's going to be willing to do that.
So, Goss, you feel that you can take up to 4 people with you through Memory Stone. Moon, you feel that you could probably take 3 people. Niklaus, you could probably take an additional person. Kine, you would be able to take yourself.
Is this based on my intelligence?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just saying.
All right. So the possibility of us. So what is the possibility of you being able to reinforce us? I wait with bated breath, Mr. Gauss.
Well, if we all go, well, if me and Moon go, we can bring seven people with us if we use the Memory Stone. But we can do the trip more. There is no like cooldown for that. Like I can bring people and go right back, right?
Each time that you travel through Memory Stone in quick succession, lowers your chances of coming through complete on the other side. That's why it's always recommended to not use the stones more than twice in a row if needed.
What do you mean?
So
twice in a row? Like use the same stone twice in a row?
Use any memory stone.
Or
if you, let's say you use the memory stone to travel to Verthandi and then back to Verthandi and then back. The last 2, the Verthandi and back, that's 2 times you would use the stone. So the next time you would try to go to Verthandi, it would become a little bit difficult. This is just in a short succession of time. You don't necessarily know the full effects of it, but because you are now tied to Memory Stone, it's a little bit easier. Like the saves that I would be making you roll would be a little bit easier to overcome, but after the second time of using the stone in the same short amount of time, it becomes more difficult to overcome the effects of it.
So I think if we want to get people from Verthandi, or from my village, I would take the Memory Stone there, inform them to climb the mountain to the portal, so that a lot of people can come in through at one time, and then I can come back with a select few of people that we need now. But I
you have to
do that over back and forth just the one time.
You also do have to understand too that the Parisu people themselves may not wish to involve themselves in their
I expect that. So
yeah.
I mean, when I say I'm going to go there and instruct them to climb the mountain, I'm going to have to encourage them and persuade them to fight with us. So that's going to take time. That's
And
why
you
I
do
would
know
say
that the
You have the ability.
and you do know that the dwarves, Keldor, have already come to your aid before to help stop an incursion. They may be more willing again.
Now they have a stone too. Can I? So our stone, can I? The stone that we have here, can I go to different? Or is it just the Perisu?
So the stone, there is a travel stone here in the basement of the tower that will take you to every stone location that has ever been. However, if you've never been to that location before, that stone may be underwater. That stone may be broken. That stone may be,
Right. Yeah, we've experienced this.
Mm-hmm.
But we know the one at the Dwarven Kingdom is not underwater because
Correct.
They had that behind their throne. So maybe
Correct.
I go to the Perisu and try to get them to come, and then maybe Moon can go to the Dwarven Fortress. I mean, that might be a little bit harder to get a lot of people over, but because I mean they're far away. I mean it would take them a long time to march over here. Unless they want to do the shadow thing. That might be a good idea to bring someone with shadow capabilities. They might be interested in that.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yeah.
Gyros will look over your shoulder and point to Shadow. You're new. Where do you come from? And Shadow basically kind of like shuffles his feet a little bit. From Shadow. The shadows want to help. We're tired of having...
Galera, is he one of your subordinates?
She'll look over at him and she goes, I've never seen him before. I don't know him. But he is kind of cute. He's a little small. But he looks to be a fetchling.
Is that some
always have allies in the shadows?
Shadow will, like, again, pensively just start mumbling. We're tired of having the armies of darkness run through our homes and where we live, so they sent me to ally us with you. Apparently, I'm really good at shadow travel.
I'm gonna nudge Moon in the shoulder with my elbow, and I'm going to whisper to him, "What's a thing?"
What's what?
What's a fetchling is what he asked.
Oh. I believe it's a, and you can correct me if I'm wrong in my assumptions, but I think it's a young blood. Essentially, he's new.
Hold on, I'm going to...
No, a fetchling, not a hatchling.
Moon, I'm gonna roll this for you.
Being Ling, it's still a young novice type of deal.
I need.
I'm looking for a roll, or are you clicking it?
I'm trying to find out because there's no. Just give me a
Color skills now. Society?
I think it'll be.
No, give me a recall knowledge.
Recall knowledge on what?
It's just a general recall knowledge. Just a general D20. Just give me a D20 roll, because it's a flat check.
Wait, I said go.
Keep in mind, we also had a letter on those friends in the shadows.
I recall nothing.
What did you get?
I believe that was a 6. If you look at the.
Oh no, that's a 4. Yeah. You
Yeah, you had a -2 for something.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, how do you have a -2?
I don't
know. No, you
know.
rolled a 4. You rolled a 4 straight on the dice.
Well, that's not what it showed on my screen.
Yeah, it showed a 6 on my screen.
Oh well.
You know nothing. If anyone else wants to roll a recall knowledge on what a fetchling is, please do so.
Boom.
All right. Treasure. Treasure, you know everything about fetchlings. Niklaus, you know a little bit about fetchlings because you were clicked onto the treasure when you rolled.
Oh. Yeah, I was greedy.
I was like, man, that got personal.
Oh my god, treasure! My god, it's so nice to meet our new member of the team.
What do I know about that term?
Okay, fetchlings were once human and now something apart. They display the Shadow Plane's ancient influence through monochrome complexions, glowing eyes, and the casting of supernatural shadows. They are striking people whose skin appear entirely drained of color. These lithe and shadowy beings seem to sink and vanish into the gloom. They see in darkness, exercise control over shadows, and have strange occult powers. Some fetchlings develop their powers enough to pass between the shadow and the material planes, leaving other ancestries to whisper about figures that emerge from shaded corners and then vanish without a trace. Through magic and other means, they've spread across Almeria and the plains beyond, as adaptable as humans they once were. You do know that the first fetchlings were refugees.
So, with the ability to control shadows or manipulate shadows, if the Silver Fist were to try to attack in a similar fashion of, what happened before when they had a whole army coming out of the shadows, would you be able to prevent that?
No. The shadows are a little bit harder to control than people realize, and not a lot of shadows want to deal with the matters of mortals. So they call us callers. We're the ones who are able to call forth the shadows and with whatever abilities we can and use them, but we can't stop anybody from traveling through shadow. It's like if you were to go to the positive plane and, the only thing stopping you from traveling through it is your bodies. It's a plane of existence and we just live there. It's, you can't really stop people coming to Almeria. Same thing with us.
Now, can you help, say, for instance, me, travel with you through the shadows to another area?
I can take everybody in this room with me and those who are also waiting on the outside of the building.
That was going to be my next question. Is there a max? How many people can you take at one time?
Yes.
Do you know it?
I've never went past 1,000.
Okay. So, is there any ill effect on the person traveling with you?
No. Now, if it was Sir Gyrus over there, who's not a caller, you might have some adverse effects, but because I am directly linked to Shadow, I kinda am Shadow.
So, if you would be willing to do this, you could go with Moon to the Dwarven Kingdom and bring their entire army.
I've traveled with dwarves before. They're not the most fun to travel with. They're kind of grumpy and smell bad.
I hope I'm not over.
I'm not disagreeing with the guy.
Wait, do what?
He ain't wrong.
Alright, so they're not getting in. We know that. Do we just let them, like, sit around outside? And we just, like, occasionally hurl some spells at them and then go on about our business because we can teleport to different regions and they can't?
Well, you don't know what they can or can't do. However, the people on the outside of the tower at this moment are actually allies that you've come across. Kome and Suzume are actually not there because they're in the infirmary. So I need to put them up. And so is Limmel, actually. Limmel is in the infirmary as well. But everybody else is out there.
You got my hopes up, DM. So rude.
So are they wanting to come in?
They are just allies that traveled to here. And you notice that Catherine is at the forefront.
Yes, I noticed that.
And she basically says, if you guys, because you have windows and you can hear them, if anybody looks out, you'll hear her say something.
I can't move my guy.
She basically yells up to you, goes, I thought I would help you. I don't remember how to do Catherine's voice, so it's going to be one of the Greenland voices.
It's an odd thing to say.
You just have to think Brazilian doing Welsh accent.
Is it the way that I'm doing?
I'll call for Dave. Dave,
You sound like your name is Helga and you want to give me schnitzel.
I'm so sorry. Oh. I'm so sorry, Belshi. I just can't remember. I can't do a Brazilian accent, and that is on me. So please forgive me if I'm screwing up, Catherine. However, basically Catherine comes up or says out to you is that she has gathered some friends and would like to help you. And we're going to take our first break of the night. It's been about an hour and a half since we started, so I'm going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
like after the stream.
I
and
mean,
all
we
that.
can finish it. We can finish this up over text if you're okay with that.
Yeah.
Is Gauss back?
Yeah, I think I heard him.
Yeah.
I think I heard him talking too. All right. Sorry, sorry, viewers. We had to just take a quick break. It was well needed. But you do know you now have a way to travel through shadow unhindered. You also have old friends and basically allies, along with basically the entire entity that is Almeria, because for one of their princesses was actually killed by chaos.
Political leverage.
I do have a question. So
Yep.
we're in the middle of this elven forest, correct?
Correct.
And when we first entered this forest, we were stopped and we had to introduce ourselves. Now, is there any way to see if this horse rider was stopped at one of the entry points to the forest?
You do know that during your discussion with Leilana, the commander of the elven forces, none of her scouts or anything had seen this man travel. So he may
probably travel through the shadow, I would assume. Will the elven kingdom also ally with us against this potential insurgents? Did we ask that? Do we know if they're I remember it was kind of iffy before when we entered the first time. When we entered the tower the first time.
You now have full control of the tower.
Right, but I mean the elven.
So now that basically you all have been marked as wardens of the tower, so the elves now recognize you as rightful, I wouldn't say owners, but rightful entities of the tower.
They will defend the tower.
Oh yeah, they've their sole job in these parts of the forest are to defend the tower.
Okay. So we have the elven army,
we
have potentially the dwarven army, and whatever amount of Parisu that want to help. Is there any other allies that we could?
If you look outside the window, you also see the king and queen of Haven standing outside.
Oh, what the fuck?
And Catherine looks up and she goes, I was able to get an audience with the king and queen. Now, I'm going to try and do better. I'm going to try and do it. We were able to get a...
This is it now. No. This is it now. She's fucking Swedish now.
Okie dokie. I will do the Swedish.
I was asking for Dave before we went on break to have him open the door and let them in.
Right, sir. Would you prefer me to... You want me to bypass... You want me to open the door?
Should we let him in? What do you guys think? I mean, it is a king and a queen out there.
Yep.
Would you like the whole entire mass of people on the outside of the house brought in, or would you just like the king and queen?
How many people are out there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Just those?
Yeah, plus a pig.
You know all of them, right?
Yeah.
You know all of them?
Yes. You want to let them all in?
the way,
you guys have any reservations?
None.
I'd let him in their offense. DM, how tall
Yes.
is this tower?
1, 2, 3,
as
4,
tall as
5,
that
6,
guy's tower.
7. It is 7 floors.
7 floors and figure 20 feet per floor?
Yep. So 140 feet.
140 feet. JJ's got a spear, if I recall. Sorry, Kind's got a spear, if I recall. And I swear, either I picked up a spell or he picked up a spell at some point that was basically jump to a location and you do damage where you land. I have ideas.
You're gonna use me like a human meteor?
Exactly.
Oh boy.
I use that spear to impale something that's not me.
Ranger, will you let that go?
Never.
I would like to point out, unless you guys are opposed to it, there's one more set of allies we could call upon. Galera, what are the odds of you being able to get a message out to the closest Church of Bahamut outpost?
Well, the ones that are part of the actual church and not the defectors, I could probably get one to them in about. They'd probably have a response by the end of the day.
You reckon that they'll see this as an important enough matter to send a retinue, or do you think that it will get lost in the bureaucracy?
I have my ways. I can. Oh, I can charm my way to get them to send whatever they can to us.
Then I suggest you grab a pen and quill and start scribbling, because it sounds like we all have places we need to be. Gauss, I believe that you will be heading over to your people, and Mr. Moon, I believe you will be paying our old dwarven allies a visit, am I correct?
Shouldn't be too hard. Have we settled on how we're going to get anyone of importance through here, or are we just going to go back and
You do know that with Alaric actually being here, he could basically make more rooms to the tower. Make more rooms to the tower so that way more people can accommodate it. And that way you can fit retinues or armies.
If I'm trying to get an army here from the dwarves, am I capable of it, or am I just like hopping through and then letting Shade like fix that problem?
You and him both would be able to do it. Yeah, Shadow would be utilizing his shadow walk ability to travel from Keldor to where you guys are at now.
Do we want a bunch of Dwarven Berserkers in the tower, or do we want them behind the enemy outside the tower?
I could put them in behind the army if it gets here.
If that is the case, once we let them get comfortable, we could potentially help us turn the tide by putting them in a pincer attack.
I feel like our entire thing is Shade. We go and smile, and then Shade does a lot of shitty work.
No,
I mean,
I'm
does a lot of work.
I'm actually pretty good. Are you talking about my cousin Shade?
I'm sorry, I forgot your name already.
It's Shadow.
Shadow, whatever. I'm over it.
Don't be rude, Mr. Moon.
I am awful with names, gentlemen. Like as a human.
Well, my cousin Shade Fallstar is already here, and I'm Shadow Fallstar, but I just go by Shadow because nobody cares about my last name.
Probably for the best.
That is sad, and I will be sure to commit it to memory.
Oh, you don't have to. I'm just really good at my job, and I'm not really a people person.
Oh, you're gonna be.
Is that a
Thousands of
promise or a
people are
threat?
gonna know your name.
Oh, please don't. There's a reason why my name is Shadow, and I like the shadows. I don't want notice.
I'm gonna lean over and go, this is a bad time to tell him that he's gonna be seen by thousands of people as he does this for us.
Is there anything else that one of us would like to deliberate? Anything we'd like to bring to attention at this war table?
The king and queen finally make their way upstairs, and so do everybody else. Now we have a whole contingency of people in this tower. The pig and your badger, Goss, are best friends now.
Dave better get up here with snacks. We got too many people.
Right away, sir. Would you like some hors d'oeuvres, or would you just like the regular food that would be served at parties such as this?
Whatever.
This is a war room, not a ball gathering.
War room, ballroom, it's all the same to me.
Don't disagree.
I'm pretty sure I can find a ball somewhere in here.
There's actually one on the desk over there. It's shaped like the globe of Almeria.
See, ballroom.
I will have the rest of the servants bring up the trays of food and drink. I do believe that Odik over there and his half brother, yes, they would do some damage to our kitchen. So I would ask if they could utilize their services there. And Odik and Samson are like, oh, definitely, we'll definitely do that. Well, Odik does. Samson doesn't talk. So Dave will lead Odik and Samson to the kitchens. And everybody that doesn't necessarily need to be here, I'm going to put them in the main room. No, the teleport room.
Well, once again, is there anything important that we should cover before we dismiss this war council?
Well, I see their majesties have arrived.
Do they want to say anything?
They probably do when Soup is not moving people.
Yeah. Basically, both the king and queen commit resources to the fight. So you have allies in Haven. So Haven is an ally. Once the church gets involved, you'll have allies in Ariargon, as well as basically Ebenheart Vale. Now that you have Alaric with you, you basically now have a contingent of people who are from all over the western side of Almeria. You will be able to draw up a good number of people. The dwarves themselves will muster up their entire berserker force because there are no other known threats from what their scouts have said in the Devil Smile Mountains. There are no threats from the north or the south. The Atira or the Parisu people will send forth contingents of hunters and various militaristic people. They don't necessarily have a standing army, but they do have a good sized force of hunters. They will be able to be brought to you guys. The dwarves will, like I said, bring forth the entire contingent of their dwarven berserkers, as well as a bunch of their foot soldiers and healers. Haven will commit half of their standing army because they do need to protect their citizens. At the head of the Haven military will be Jacoby. You have met him before. He is no longer under the influence of chaos due to the Magisters overtaking him and brainwashing him. And he has proven himself to be quite capable at thwarting small sting operations that the Silverfists have tried to push against the people of Haven. And then obviously you have all of the Elven forces and whatever contingency of people that the Ebenheart and Ebenheart Vale people can bring forth. So you are able to gather a significant force and
army.
Very sizable. Not massive, but it will be noticeable when the time comes. During your guys' travel to get to these places, Alaric will be building and constructing quickly areas where the dwarves, the elves, and all the other people that are coming to help will be able to be housed. They will be underground. Each element, so the dwarves, the elves, and stuff like that will have their own levels. The Parisu people will have their own tundra so that they are not uncomfortable being out of the frozen elements. The dwarves will have a very dwarven-like settlement that they can stay in, and the elves of Almori will either stay outside of the tower or begrudgingly, because they're staying with Leilana, their commander, they will have their own area as well. And that is, this will take you 2 of the 3 days to get everything accumulated, everything built forward, so that way you have the time to plan some more.
In that case, assuming that the War Council has disbanded, towards the end of it, I would like to approach Niklaus. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Hey, Archivist. Stand beside me the whole time, man.
You stand beside me.
I'm assuming that we moved around a bit for the sake of roleplay because people are going around the room and whatnot. I just can't physically move the token.
Well, you can't move your token?
No, none of us can move our tokens, I don't think. It says that the game is frozen. But it says movement is locked.
Really? Hold on.
Yeah, I see that. Yep.
Free movement. I need to... Oh, there we go.
Anyway, while he's doing that, like I was saying, Archivist.
There we go. Free movement.
Yes, sir, time.
Come with me. Are you following me?
You will also know...
Moving your token, I don't see it.
If you move
No,
your
I mean,
token up these
I'm
stairs,
asking of the character point.
I do have it where you can travel between the floors by going up certain places of the stairs.
Oh no, I know, but I don't want to actually physically move right now. I kind of want a theater of the mind, if that's okay.
Okay, yeah.
So are you following?
13. What's up? Yes. What's
All
up?
right, you're following. Great. Great. No questions asked, huh? Okay. Saves me a lot of trouble. Come on, this way. I'm going to go up.
You ever feel like you're about to die?
Goss is over here just exploring the whole entire castle.
All right. If I remember correctly, and I don't, in fact, I absolutely don't, but I can't make heads or tails of this damn tower sometimes. What about you?
Thought I had it figured out.
You know what? This would be a lot easier if I asked that butler to which room I need to go to. Do you remember what his name was?
D4V3.
I thought his name was Dave or something.
Yeah, it's D4V3, but Dave.
D4V3 Dave. All right. Hello? Spooky
Yes,
butler?
sir.
You
Yes, you just need to say my name.
I told you not to say my name. Why do you keep peering? You keep speaking behind me. I told you that freaked me out.
I do apologize. This is the only way I know how to travel. I don't have a body of my
I think
own.
you're apologizing at all. I'm beginning to suspect you do this on purpose to get some kind of sick kick out of seeing me shit my pants.
Quite possibly.
Oh, lovely. A spirit with a subclass.
But how can I be of assistance?
Yes, of course. Amusing antics aside, could you remind me which room the child is in?
She is in the infirmary.
Still sleeping? Still sleeping?
Yes, she is sleeping. She was very wounded when she arrived here.
Oh, well, that's a pity. I was hoping she'd be awake by now.
But she is in good hands. Mistress Hilda is very good at her job. The color seems to have returned back, and, well, let's just say that her teddy bear is no longer exposed.
Remind me who Mistress Hilda is again. D4, God damn it.
Hilda Greenleaf. She is the healer that Mistress Hyanok brought with her from her place of residence.
I'm going to lose track of all these names.
Dark Dumil.
Yes, she is from Dark Dumills, and where I believe Sir Gorse did have the unplacatability. That word is very difficult for me to pronounce. Of wanting to experience Dark Dew pancakes outside of Dark Dew Mills.
Yes. Where are they?
Well, this seems to have thrown a wrench into my plans, so to speak. Either way, could I have a request of you, Archivist? Do you think you'd be able to be there and wait for the girl to wake up? I think she'll probably want someone to talk to, and I feel like she'll see a kindred spirit in you. No offense, of course.
None taken, sir. I am not even a spirit.
I am not talking to you, Dave. I am talking to the Archivist.
Then disregard my previous statement. Would you like some refreshments?
It is very, very difficult. It's difficult to take this dire situation seriously when there is this free. Like, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy here. We are still going to get attacked in 3 days, right? And we are faffing about and talking so normally. I mean, am I the one who's crazy here? Am I the one thinking that everyone's lost their mind, being this calm about murderers from fucking Macau making their way all the way? I need. Archivist, do you have. Archivist, please have a cigarette on you.
Yeah, I believe that I was able to find some dark dew herbs to make a cigarette on our adventures. Sure.
All right.
So,
Do you mind if I
can Sir Kine a sniff?
Say again.
An adult. JJ wanted a cigarette. I handed him a spliff made out of dark dew herbs.
All right, thank you. I know this
Yeah,
is
you were
very
able to.
unbecoming.
And I got high.
I know this is very unbecoming of me. It is very unprofessional. But my nerves are once again on edge. I will be outside if you need me. Please be there when the girl wakes up and try to console her because I don't.
That's my plan.
All right. Sorry to bother you, Archivist. Sorry to waste your time. I'll just be going now.
Kine, you do know that in the 2 days that all this has been going on, it has not been super calm. It has been like the king and queen are directing. They have basically, the king, queen, and the Atira have basically overtaken the war room. When the dwarves get there, the dwarven generals and the dwarven king appear. Higher emissaries from the Perisu are there. Anybody that is of higher station or militaristic / high command are present in the war room, and it is very hectic inside the war room. They are making plans.
We taken in consideration that perhaps Kine is just blowing things out of proportions and has very frayed nerves right now.
Quite possibly.
I mean, I say something is something, but Kine codes just be full of shit and just imagining things that aren't real.
Comparatively to the fluster and all of that of previous militaristic adventures, this will seem calm to him, but there's also a lot more people who are behind the scenes at the ones that you're used to. So you're only getting the after effects. So you are not used to seeing a war room being this calm because they're level-headed people. So you kind does have a right to be like, why is nobody taking this serious? Like, why are we not freaking out right now?
No, I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying that Kine is on edge. I'm not saying that I'm not. Perhaps the split that you just provided won't really help change how he's acting right now.
Kine just laying in the corner, be like, man, why?
Either way, he'll be downstairs by the front door, calming his nerves with whatever the hell he just got off of a archivist.
It's weed. You got weed.
You got weed. You got drugs.
Don't let it.
We know.
Give Kine drugs.
Won't be his first time.
DM.
Yeah.
Over the last 2 days that all this has been going on, or 3 days since we first got here, has there been any change in our egg, in the eggatory?
Don't
know what the word would be for Hatchery?
The hatchery, yes. It has significantly gotten warmer. The tower basically has provided the perfect incubator in the nest that it's in. So it is getting the correct temperatures. It is since this is a golden dragon egg, I believe it's more drawn towards you. Were you gold or bronze?
Yes. I don't remember.
It was one of the two, but with your tie to this egg, in your visits to it, you can feel that it's forming a bond with you. So you do know that through the bond that it's not close to hatching, but it's also not too far away from hatching at the same time. Just the correct circumstances need to happen.
And for clarification, Limmel is basically comatose, right?
She is, but she looks healthy. There's no marks or damages on her. Hilda's done a really good job. She's just, the way Hilda explains it is that she had to basically make her sleep for a long time in order for all the effects to work because of what was done to her.
Okay, so over this time that we've been here preparing, I will periodically take breaks to go to the hatchery and sit with the egg. And when I do, I will carry Limmel with me so that she's not alone. But then, return her to the infirmary when I'm done in the hatchery, kind of thing.
On the
That way
times
she's
that
still
you
getting her medical care, but she's not just on the bed.
Yeah. On the times that you do bring Limmel on your visits to the hatchery, the egg tends to flare up a little bit more. Like the bond that you share with it seems to have a bigger connection. But yeah, if no one has anything left, day 3 arrives. Now, I could say we
Gus
can.
was going to say something before.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I thought you were going to say something when I was talking about Limmel and the egg.
Oh, no.
Okay, DM.
Alrighty. So day 3 arrives. You have on standby in the shadow, like getting ready to be in the shadows with Shadow himself, are the almost the full contingent of berserker dwarves ready to pop out at a moment's notice. You have all the trees surrounding this tower are full of elven archers. You have skirmishers, you have trap masters, even the goblins have come to your aid because they know how much you helped them last time. So you now have the goblin bombardiers, you have the goblin arsonists, the shamans. A lot more showed up than you were expecting or what was promised. This area has also been prepped by all the war masters and war leaders for full combat. So it is a battlefield. You've had the time and the prep and the magical means with Alaric's abilities. You've had the means to completely make this area a battleground that will give you guys the most advantage. And I need to find a map. I do apologize if we're going to be using the same map as before.
I guarantee you we will remember.
So how I'm going to do this is so all the higher level people are not going to be present, like the Tira, the king and the queen. Let me, but
Makes sense.
you will have
Incident
all the
commanders
people.
stay outside of the incident.
I am slowly bringing forth the hold on. Oh, come on. Oh, this is taking forever. Sorry. I should put us all on break real quick so I can get all these red X's to just disappear.
Yeah, I gotta go upstairs and check on my kids anyway.
Okay. Oh my goodness, I forgot that there were so many of these people on this map.
We will have all the people.
Okay, there we go. Finally. Okay, so okay. Ishi, sorry, is no longer with us.
From this one section.
Let me see.
Running in the same
You will all be able to place yourselves where you want to. Due to how much is going on, I will not have every actor on the field. These are just going to be the ones that are present, and I'll move everybody over. And everybody is prepared.
And I'm grabbing a drink.
Okay.
Oh, shoot, I'm spilling it all over the place. And then I will place myself.
Well, like we have learned last time, I'm sure you guys remember the last time we had split into a ranged S section and a vanguard. We learned how bad that was when they started materializing from around the pillar and attacking our mages and archers, right?
It was muted this whole time. We assume the big rock is the footprint of the tower.
Yeah.
So are we just like hanging out on top of the tower?
That's my fault.
On top of the tower, in the tower, we're simply taking up that space.
Yeah,
We're
this
on
is
one of the floors
the
somewhere
tower?
in the tower.
Does the tower have murder holes?
it does.
It also has glory holes.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
boy.
I'm gonna veto that one.
Yeah, we're vetoing that.
All right, Kine, are you where you're gonna
Where
be?
Build the bad guy and take all the glory.
You're like dancing.
Kine is trying to zoom in and out, but all he's managing to do is rotate his token.
Oh, kind. Silly goose.
Okay. Kine is gonna be right about. He's gonna be right about here, somewhere between the first group and the second group. Not terribly fast, so he can run between. Can run between the two groups, depending on who needs him. Unless Mr. Moon wants me to stand next to him so I can absorb any attacks coming his way and
I
possibly
am just
also
standing
heal
in the
him if he needs.
vicinity of where you are because I want to stand somewhat behind you and then fire freezing death right past your face.
All right, you're using me. You're using me as a trench wall, effectively.
Yeah, see, you look scary. I don't.
Looks can be deceiving. I'm just hard to kill. You actually kill people in mass. Wait, is Gauss talking right now? Because I hear him fucking coming in and out.
No, I was muted.
Then what is this? I keep hearing going.
It's probably on my end.
That is not the sound I.
Okay, what was that?
I need an adult.
No.
I am an adult.
You fly straight up, like
I hate your fucking soundboard.
Ah, who do we have here? A little girly man, yeah?
So you guys are pretty much
I hate the fucking soundboard.
then don't listen to it. So you guys get everything prepped and ready. The skies, unless there's more stuff that you guys want to do, if you want to get yourselves in preparation, if there's anything else you want to do to prepare, while I describe this, do so as you need to see fit. The skies darken, and the once sunny sky of this day turned dark and dreary and gray. The wind picks up a little bit, and you feel the small spatterings of raindrops as they hit you. Lightning flashes across the sky, but not normal lightning. With the sky being as light and dark as it is, the lightning strikes themselves seem a little darker, almost black. And for just the
Mr.
brief...
Moon, that's not normal, right?
I assume it's normal when you have assholes using magic to summon themselves in from another plane, but I'm just spitballing here. Is there anything I can tell from the dark lightning?
Okay.
Or should we wait until after your introduction of the scene?
You've witnessed this type of lightning before. It was almost the same kind of lightning in Shokan's chamber underneath the ruins of Kofir. A black hole appears right over here. And it's massive. The last time that you had an incursion of this magnitude, it was nowhere near this size. Hundreds of armored silver fists pour forth. Thousands of forged ones come out of this gaping maw that is this portal to the Shadow Realm. And then a presence you felt before walks forward. The ranks upon ranks of enemies part. And Kine, you get this very heavy presence in the back of your head, almost like a headache starting to form. And you feel this entity look upon you as it enters the field and stands in the forefront of this army. The rest of the party remember this being who stood in front of them during the last incursion where he almost overtook Haven. This is Talnakor, the right hand of Tiamat. You were wondering if Chaos was going to remember you, and it has. And he points his sword at you, Kine, in a very, very distorted voice. He says, "Tell me if that came out correctly."
I didn't hear anything. You didn't say shit.
What about now? Hello? Can you hear me now?
Where he's gonna move into that little girl's voice.
Hacks! I call hacks!
What the fuck?
Hello?
Like me.
I'm waiting on this
Really
voice thing to work.
This fucking shit really hurts the gravitas of the situation. I'm not the only one to think so, right?
I'm Theodovus. Draw.
Oh, wait.
He called me a Theodovus thrall.
Draw.
Like, draw your sword. Sorry, my voice changer's not working today for some odd reason.
Okay. Oh, draw. Oh, draw, sorry. I'm gonna look over at Mr. Moon and I'm going to ask him, is he inviting me out there for a duel with him before the main battle, or am I misunderstanding the situation?
Even if he was, why would we do that? Is there any reason we would engage in a one-on-one duel with this monstrous behemoth instead of just like unloading all of our everything right on his face?
Well, throughout history, it was known that if a commander challenged another commander, no one else in the army was supposed to intervene at pain of death.
It's only if they accept.
I mean,
right? That's only if they
think of it this way.
If Kine doesn't accept, the army attacks.
Think of it this way, Mr. Moon. I mean, we can avoid any unnecessary fighting and limit the amount of casualties. Obviously, if this is a trap, I expect you to blast both me and him into the icy depths from which you summon.
So what you're saying is you don't
Davis
mind
isn't
if my
boss,
honor
it does
gets
bump
impugned.
go straight into water. Thank you, Davis.
I like it.
Just promise me you won't actually attack until you see him do something odd.
Yeah, does it help if there's a cave wall?
Define odd.
Not if I
I'm just going to sigh deeply, and I'm going to look over at the archivist, and I'm going to say, "Sir, mission to engage him in a duel."
Muted. Nice. You don't answer to me, friend. And I am going to lay a hand on his shoulder and protect. No, is it protect? Yeah.
No, because
I'm going to protect, heighten the 3rd level.
I couldn't get out.
I feel like boss fight music just started, and I'm in a video game.
Yep, it certainly did. Right. I mean,
yeah, I don't know if you heard anything I said, but basically I was casting protect, heighten the 3rd level.
So you go ahead and cast it in the chat and then drag and drop whatever it is on him.
Are we allowed to cast on him before he accepts?
I mean, the enemy would have to make a check to see if you're actually casting, because, you know, that would be a thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
With protect, it just says I touch the creature, so I can literally put my hand on his shoulder, and then, like I'm saying, you know, Godspeed, my friend.
What does protect do?
I'm trying to figure it out. You ward a
Oh,
creature
you're
against
doing
harm,
protection?
gains plus status to armor class. Yeah, and
All right.
saving throws. But then I'm trying to figure out at 3rd level what does that, or heighten the 3rd level. What does that do?
well, does it actually get benefit from being casted at a higher level?
You have to. I think you have to have saved it.
+1 per level.
I think you have to have.
Level, just a... Go ahead.
Oh yeah, 3rd level. It just does it for all allies around the target. So if you do it as is, it would just benefit him. If you do it for 3rd level, it would only hit anything that's 10 feet around him. That's an ally.
Yeah, I only glanced at it. I was thinking it was going to be +1 to his AC per level.
No, that'd be nice though.
That would be
But
rocking.
Yeah.
giving him
So
the ability to have a 38 AC would be beneficial.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what? I'm not.
What? Go ahead.
I'm not gonna cast. I'm just gonna say a little prayer.
The fact that
Okay.
Say a little prayer for you.
Alrighty.
All right. I'm gonna give Gauss one last look, and I'm going to give him a nod, saying that I know you'll have my back if things go south.
Yeah, just don't roll a 1 and then roll a 20 and hit me again.
All right.
Maybe a hell
Kind is going to kick his grease a little bit, tap the end of his spear against the ground, and start making his way towards the armored individual.
All right. The Talnakor holds up his arm from behind him and closes his fist, and everybody behind him go to a at ease position. Even the forged.
Hey, last time we saw each other, you nearly beat the brakes out of me.
True, when the last time that the mortal that I overwhelmed saw you, he left you on good terms.
In that truth. There's no talking here, is there? You and I are just going to fight and one of us is going to fall. Huh?
You can try and dissuade me, but I have become one with my lady. There's nothing you can say that will make me see otherwise, but you can.
Have you actually become one with her?
I snicker a little bit at the comment Hanul makes.
The Talnakor doesn't look towards Moon, and he looks at you, kind of tilts his head, shakes it a little bit.
You truly do not know who lies under this armor, do you?
I suppose to.
Take it off. Take it off.
He laughs, and it's a deep laugh.
I will show you, boy.
And he slowly reaches up.
You actually met your lady? Because I did, and I mildly kicked her ass.
He slowly pulls off the helmet. And although the skin is darkened and grayed, and the eyes have taken on a dark red hue, the unmistakable features of Lucius Fernalis stare back at you. And that is where we'll end the session. Well then.
I don't think he has earned the title of consort.
Kine, you're quiet all of a sudden.
Well, you said the session ended. What was I supposed to say?
Oh, I mean, I didn't know if you wanted to be like, what?
Process.
Whoa, that's him? Oh, now he's not. I know he's not dead. Or however you speak it.
I never suspected Lucius of being dead.
Oh.
I mean, I read his journal. I had a rough. I read his journal. I had a rough idea. My kind was a little incredulous about what he read. And to be honest, he's probably still a little incredulous about what he's seeing. Because taking the guise of a loved one is often what evil does.
True. You also do know that he did say that you can talk. That he hasn't drawn his weapon towards you yet. So there is possible hope. And I'm hoping to give you enough time in between now and next session to come up with a good speech. Or a good set of roles.
Alternatively, when you start to fall, I will unleash icy death in his general direction, and it will bring dishonor to us all. It's gonna be fucking Mulan up in here.
Dishonor to your family, dishonor to your cow.
My only request is that you continue making clever quips while him and I have our back and forth.
I can't not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little like I'm a glass of wine and a half in right now, so I was whippy. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I can. I hope to mock the hell out of him out of not actually being one with his lady.
I
Next
would like to
time, you better
remind you
be
that
2
vicious
glasses
mockery
in.
does not the spell in Pathfinder.
I think vicious mockery is only for people who can't mock properly. Okay, like. Is he really her right hand man in consort, or is he just like the right hand man in a glass, right? Like
Uh,
awake in case of emergency. Like, come the fuck on.
well, you do know. So, from what you've gathered about the information you've gathered, Talnakor is actually legitimately
Hmm.
the right hand of Tiamat. Like, she is his consort. She is his. I need you to do stuff until I can become fully manifest. So he
Oh
carries the
yeah,
full
see,
weight of chaos, but
that's
he's
fine. I'm
also
still gonna
like a
mock
simp.
him. Exactly. And my assumption is that people who are very much into like I am 100% with my boo, like they don't take well to mockery, um, at all. And the fact that I did in fact kind of like screw her over majorly, probably more than he has, because she hasn't even manifest. So how good of a consort can he actually be if she can't manifest? I'm just saying. I've
Yeah.
probably been closer to getting it than he has. All this is going to be just like coming out through the entire fight. I fully expect to take a sword to the face. I don't have enough hit points to survive it, but it'll be fun.
I don't know. I can't survive that.
Honestly, I am
It's okay,
hoping.
guys. Remember,
Oh, go ahead.
remember, I can heal for like 60 a time, so we can do this a couple of
Yeah,
rounds.
Yeah.
you remember in the last fight when the
Every
DM was
time.
like, and a black line comes, make a save, and then Goss was like, I failed, and he was like, take 7,000 damage and you're dead.
Yeah, there
Just
was no
saying,
Goss
like
left.
sometimes the boon he gave us has to be used.
But anywho,
Every time he misses, I'll just say, "You call that a swing, you jackass?"
you jackass.
Jackass.
Anywho, viewers, thank you for popping in. We appreciate you guys for stopping in and saying hey to us. We would like to invite you to come back in 2 weeks' time to witness this fight between Kine and Talnakor, or the army of chaos versus the guerrilla forces of 5 combined nations. Am I the only one that sees sculpting tools on the ground instead of logs? You know what, Pat? I'm sorry for that. I can see where you're talking about over here. We typically start at 5 p.m. We typically start at 5 p.m. Eastern, so about 2.5 hours ago. Tonight ran a little bit later because we haven't ran in like 6 months, so we're just wanted to get. I wanted to get as much information about everything in as possible. But we will see the culmination of everybody's efforts in 2 weeks. Until then, if there are any questions or qualms from the party, please let me know. If not, we are Dice and Destiny, and we will catch you on the flip side if you don't flop first. Later days. Don't worry, Pat. We got you. We understand. I would normally raid, but I haven't been able to do anything with this new Twitch account, so we are not going to be able to raid. But if you pop in 2 weeks, we will be live again. But yeah, y'all have a good one. Y'all take care. We love you, and thank you for popping in.